Welcome everybody to this week's introductory video describing what the activities are for the week. I don't know if you've noticed yet, but in our introductory videos each week I've had a different hat on. I don't know why that is. There was a hat next to me when I made the first video and I put it on. It was like sitting up on this shelf. It was left over from a Halloween costume, and then I decided to go with it. Now this hat, I've got a challenge question for you. This kind of hat is worn by an athlete in a specific sport when they win a particular award. They're given a jersey, hat, looks like this. And next week, I'll give a shout out, first person, they can name the sport and what you do in that sport to win this kind of hat. Now this is a replica of it, it's obviously not as nice, but I got it when my family went to this event a few years ago. So here's the overview for the week. This week's kind of a catch-up week. We're going to begin with a review video. So instead of beginning with a case study, we're going to begin with a review video. You have to watch that video. It goes back over the first couple weeks worth of work, and I'm going to be asking you to go through your different assignments. So for some of the assignments, there's been kind of the same feedback that I'd be giving to people as they write them. And so I'd like you to go through your documents while I go through them and think about what areas you need to work or improve upon. Okay, that's going to set the stage for the rest of what we'll do this week, which is going to be about kind of summarizing what we know up to this point. Then there's a student survey that the district asked you all to complete. You need to open that and take that. There's some background notes focused on the work that we're going to be doing this week, the new work this week, which is stakeholders. It's pretty easy. This week's new idea is not as detailed or doesn't require as much kind of new thought as thinking about key bioethical values or approaches to bioethics did. So you'll do this stakeholder, key facts, background reading, background notes. There's a little formative assessment you submit with that. And then we're going to end with our case study for the week. So last week you did this case study on Hurricane Katrina. We're going to put that on pause as we learn this last technique, and that's going to come back into play next week. It does come into play a little bit in your background reading as well. But the assessment, which is going to be your first summative assessment on identifying stakeholders and bioethical approaches, and your second assessment on identifying values is going to be a parental rights case study. And you'll see when you get to that. It's a real-world case study, came from my cousin, and it's a pretty interesting thing to think about. Let me know if you have questions. Message me on Schoology or visit me during office hours, and I hope everybody's third week goes well. Thank you.